Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MicroOnda podcast, the show that proudly brings you dope music, news and more. Here are your hosts, Cero Mundo, Johnny Quest, and M.A. the Engineer, solo en el MicroOnda.
Hey, I appreciate it, man, the invite. You know, I couldn't turn down this invitation.
You want to come through.
Definitely. This is dope. Yeah, I'll come anytime. It's funny, you know, I've been here a couple times before. I didn't know y'all was doing this here, but I've been here a couple times already. So yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. Right, it's just normal. All the time. I thank for the invitation, man.
So tell us about your music. Where did you get your start?
Man, so I've been doing music for as long as I can remember, man. Since I was a little kid, you know. I went to school for performing arts. You know what I'm saying? I've been singing. So this is the cool story, right? I had to remember this story so I can share it with you guys. So I went to a school called Rafael Hernandez in the South Bronx, right? And I was in the choir. I used to sing in the choir, right? In the little school band or whatever. But Tito Puente came to my school back in the days, and he played with our band. And yeah, man, it was just dope. I didn't realize I was witnessing history. Nah,
This is
father Tito Puente in the '80s. Yeah, man. So, man, that's when it started. So I can say it started, but then, you know what I'm saying? Middle school, 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Singing. And it's so funny because, you know, we've been watching and John's singing freaking New Edition, right? So we singing New Edition. So I got New Edition. I'm singing New Edition at home. Go to school. Tito Puente is playing in the band. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this music is just around me at all times. Then I'm in the South Bronx by Bronx River Projects with Africa Bambaataa. So I got all this type of music going around at the same time. So I was born in the South Bronx. You know, my mother's born in Chocó, Colombia. My father's born in Cuba, and they met where? They met in New York City.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I was born there, and so all this music is just happening all at the same time. All at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to everything. I'm listening to Menudo. I'm listening to friggin' New Edition. I'm listening to Madonna. I'm listening to everything. I'm freaking listening to Grupo Nietzsche. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm listening to everything all at the same time because this is what it was. So that's what's up. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, I never forget. So exactly. So I don't know if you guys remember freestyle. Remember that genre freestyle? So that yeah. So my sister used to play freestyle. My older sisters, I grew up with 2 older sisters. My older sister was in the freestyle. She played the freestyle. We played cleaning the house. I remember listening to like Donna Summers. I listened to like Vanessa Williams. I listened to all types of music, man. Like cleaning the house. I'll never forget it. But yeah, man, all that stuff. That's where it all started, man. I can't even put my finger on. Yeah, music, all types of music at the same time. Yeah, but definitely you're right. Cleaning the house is Saturday morning. You know, you can hear in my building. I live in a tenement, right? So 5 stories. So and in every floor, I got is probably Puerto Rican, Dominican, we Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? So every floor, you got salsa, merengue. So I hear all these types of music playing on a Saturday morning, blasting, and we all cleaning up. No, hell no, there's no Colombians in the Bronx. There's only Puerto Ricans. No, it's only Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Puerto Rican and Dominicans. So Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We was the only non-Puerto Rican Dominicans in our building. But we all listen to the same type of music. So Saturday mornings you hear that blasting. You know, everybody's cleaning laundry, clothes drying outside on the walkway. This is I don't even want to tell you, but this is 80s, man. This is the 80s. This is the 80s. South Bronx in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So, and then of course, like I said, let's not forget you got hip hop booming in the 80s, and I'm like 5 minutes from the Bronx Road Projects. So you know what I'm saying? So everything is just popping. Man, but see, the thing is, like, when I first started, I didn't want to sing. Singing was popping. I was singing home, but when I stepped on the street, I had to rap. So, Big Daddy Kane, I always say Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane is one of my favorite rappers. Rakim, Eric B. Rakim. So, you know, you had to be, you know, you had to be hard, as they say. So it was hardcore rap, but like when it came to singing, you know, definitely, I guess like Stevie Wonder, you know, it's easy to say Stevie Wonder, and like I said, New Edition, man. It's just funny because the movie came out. I remember I had the haircut with a little puff in the back, rat tail. Had my little rat tail, yeah, I had my rat tail, man. Hell, I needed it in my rat tail. So it was like, you know, those are the original R&B thugs. You know, who knew? But yeah, we were thugs, but we liked all genres of music. You know what I'm saying? We were little kids out in the street to like doing God knows what. But you know, we did. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we was into a lot, man. So everything.
So then when did you come to the DC area?
Man, I came to DC in the 2000s. I'm gonna say 2000s. And man, I came here because I had family here. You know, I had family here, and I needed to get out of New York. The funny thing is, they wanted me out of New York because they knew that I wasn't going to do much if I stood in New York. So they wanted me to come to here. You know, they wanted me to come here and just experience. They wanted me to get an education. They wanted me to do better because I wasn't, you know. And then sports really too. You know. Thank God for sports. I played sports, man. I played football. I played everything. Okay, yeah. That got me out the hood, really. You know, that really pushed me.
How did that come across playing American football and Cuban, Colombian?
I don't know. I should have played baseball. If I tell you the truth, I should have freaking played baseball. That would have got me way out the hood. But I didn't. I played baseball. I played everything. You know what I'm saying? Freaking being Cuban, you know, I definitely played baseball. I was a little leaguer. You know what I'm saying? I played baseball, but for some reason, I stuck with football. And that got me out. That got me wanting to go to college and stuff like that. So that got me out the hood, literally. You know what I'm saying? Wanted me to study and go to. I played wide receiver. I played running back and that stuff. Yeah. So that got me out the streets. But when I came here, like I said, my family. I had family here, and they wanted me out of New York because they knew that there wasn't going to be much of a future for me in New York. So they're like, yo, you need to come here. And they brought me to DC.
Like the murder capital.
Right, exactly. Thank you for bringing me to the murder capital at the time, because yeah, shit was crazy here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was murder capital. And I used to come visit here all the time. I'm like, you niggas, you want me to come here? Like, I could have stayed in the South Bronx for that. You know, yeah, I could have stayed in the South Bronx for this, but it was cool. It was just different. You know, I like to do different stuff, so I came here and I had to do something different. And plus, they were my older cousins, and they schooled me on life. So I came here and I just took shout out to them Colombian kids, what we call them. You know the Colombian kids, right? Alex, Sydney, Rob, all of. They just can't. It shows Mortal Magazine. That's where it started. So yeah, they got me out the hood.
Now, did you start doing music and recording in New York, or when you came to the...
Well, yeah, it started here, man. Funny, ironically, yeah, like I started recording here with a good friend. Like I met a producer through my cousin, Dominican cat too. Shout out to Green Card. He was called. Green Card. Remember, you probably know Green Card. The Green Card Projects was called, and the Dirty Science Crew. That was. You could probably still find Dirty Science Crew on it. Yeah, Dirty Science Crew. But anyway, yeah, I started doing that, man. They was like, I had a New York a New York accent. So they was like, yo, and then I knew a little bit. I knew hip hop, and it was like, yo, we need, started rapping. You know what I'm saying?
So you started rapping.
I started rapping. I started rapping at first. So I'm a writer at all. When the dust settles, I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a songwriter. Even to now, and I tell people I'm a songwriter. I write English. I write Spanish. I write freaking hip hop. I could write R&B, reggaeton, bachata, whatever. I write whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a write. You give me something that sounds good, I'll write some damn lyrics to it. So, but that's how it started, man. It just started it started with hip hop, and it started here, and it started with these it started with hip hop, basically. Punto. Yeah, man.
How did you evolve from rapping to
R&B?
Still rap?
Yeah, nobody, it was so many damn rappers, as you know. It's a lot. I'm sitting across from one. There's a lot of rappers. I mean, I can still rap, man. People, if you ask me to write a freaking verse, I'll write a verse. But yeah, I did start it. I don't know. I've always liked singing too. So it was like, whatever sounds good. I always say whatever sounds good, I'll do it. If I have to rap, I will. But if I have to sing, I will. Whatever just sounds good to me, I do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but then I included the guitar. I learned how to play the guitar. I taught myself how to play the freaking guitar because I was tired of waiting on niggas for music, whatever. So I taught myself how to play the guitar and just music. Like I said, I went to school for performing arts. And when I went to high school, I had to audition to get into my high school. Shout out to Stevenson High School in the Bronx, Soundview. Music has just been it's been a staple, man. So how in any aspect, in every aspect. So if it inquired a piano or guitar, freaking trumpet, whatever thing music, I'm on it. I play the guitar. I just picked up the trumpet. The acoustic guitar, electric guitar, whatever they got strings on it, I'll freaking play it. You know what I'm saying? And the trumpet, I just picked up the trumpet, blow the trumpet, and then with the trumpet, and the funny thing about it, with those two instruments, I could play, several genres of music. You know what I'm saying? Like the trumpet, I want to play trumpet for the salsa. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like no le pega la negra. Yeah.
I was talking about how Colombians also have this on the street sound.
Yep.
And it's like a hit.
Yep. Yo, I was in Cartagena this summer, man, and these two kids, little kids, like they had to be like 7, 8, 9, and they was playing No Le Pega la Negra, with just with two trumpets. That's it. So I was like, from that point, and then when I got home, I'm like, I'm gonna buy a damn trumpet. Like, can you imagine? I'm in Cartagena. Cartagena, like everybody's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Right. You trying to eat dinner and niggas trying to rap to you like, yo, hey, esco yo. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to eat my dinner. Yeah, they start rapping to you in Cartagena, right? You eating dinner, they come up to you. Exactly. Thank you. Right, and it gets thank you, exactly. It gets annoying. So everybody's entertaining you in Cartagena, right? But these two little kids, they came to entertain us, but they were playing the trumpet, and I was like, shit, I need to buy me a trumpet. But because they was playing No Le Pega la Negra, and from there I was like, yo, I'm gonna buy. When I get back home, I'm gonna buy a trumpet, and I bought it. So I bought me a trumpet. I just bought a trumpet, and I'm a freaking. I've learned to play a couple tunes already, so. Yeah, man. Like, so when I say this, like, and even with the guitar, too, I could freaking play reggaeton, I could play mariachi, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need to play something. So I could play soul, R&B, but my instruments is just like, I need these instruments so I can get this music out.
All right, we're back. So you were telling us that you were playing the trumpet, you played the guitar, sing, you rap and stuff, multi-versatile.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of music, things like that. Is there any of your family or any relatives do music as well?
Yo, it's funny. My brother, Because I met my brother was born in Cuba, right? My brother was born in Cuba, so I didn't meet him until like maybe 15 years ago. So, you know, he was born in Cuba. I've always heard about him, and then I met him as an adult. You know, he was like in his 30s, and
Younger or older?
he's older than me. So, when I come to find out, he's a writer. He's a songwriter as well. So I didn't, like I said, we met each other. I never knew nothing about it. So we met in our adulthood, and then come to find out, this fool writes music too. You know, he does poetry and he could write, and so and who knew? Like I said, he's a musician. So you could call him as a musician. And but I was the only music person, I think, in my family. We all have our different talents, but I was the only musician in my family. Yeah. And then, well, next to my brother, because evidently he was doing it before me. He's older than me. So he, like I said, him.
And your parents, they encourage you to the music, they support it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
They whatever. Yeah, who knew? My father told me that. Oh, one day my father said he told me he he spilled the beans. He said he can sing too. Who knew, right? Now he's like he's a romantic singer. He like what he told me. He said one day he told me he's like no, my father said all of a sudden he's a Cuban cat. He used to sing to my mother over the phone, you know, to romance her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he told me that story like not too long ago. Like, oh nah, nigga, he's a romancer.
So forward to DC. So you arrive in DC, you start making up your life for DC.
Dodging bullets in DC. Shout out to DC.
When DC had the bullets.
Yeah, exactly. Les bullets.
So you start linking up here with producers, and did you start doing shows, events, or
Yo,
what the process?
yeah, it was funny you said that because they just like I said, I linked up with my producer just the other night, last night, my old producer, and we did like shoot, I did a couple things I didn't even remember. They reminded me I did a Howard Homecoming. I did a Howard Homecoming one day. You know, when I was in my rapping days, and when I used to run out of breath, when spit my verses, they're like, "Nigga, you used to run out of breath, yo. You had the voice, you had the lyrics, but you couldn't hold your breath." I don't know. I might have been just too hype, you know. I was just a teenager. I was hype, but yeah, I did a couple shows. We did like Howard Homecoming. We did some clubs. We did a couple clubs. Remember the Bush Babies?
Yeah.
Bush Babies. I remember. Yeah, Bush Babies. I remember seeing Jay-Z in Quigley's back in the days. Remember Quigley's? I remember seeing Jay-Z. Yeah, I remember seeing Jay-Z back in the day out here in DC. He was like the club was closed. The club was like everybody was leaving. He was just walking. I remember him had his hands in his pocket just walking around. Bush Babies? Yeah, back in the this was like right before right before dead presidents, right before desert, right before this. But he was just like
promoting the song of Foxy Brown. Ain't gonna.
Yeah, it was it had to be 96. It had to be 94, 95, 96.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, so I remember seeing Jay-Z just like he was just literally walking around the club with his hands in his pocket. Everybody was leaving, like the club was exiting, like you know how everybody the whole let out, and he was just walking around chilling with his hands in his pockets in Quigley's, and so back in the days of so I say all to say that we was doing shows back in the day. We was doing a couple things like the homecomings and the little spots, man. We was recording, we was doing our thing out here.
Because of those times, I remember places you had one on Goose Street. What was it called?
Republic Garden.
Yeah, Republic Garden.
And
yeah.
Republic Garden.
Like the main.
That was the main thing. Yeah.
But all right. So then, at the time, did you have like music recorded? Did you have a single?
I was just recording with that. You know, it was crew based back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
So I was with that crew. I had my crew. You know, I was just part of the crew. I was a young nigga. I was the youngest nigga in the crew. The Dirty Science crew.
The Dirty Science.
Yeah, shout out to the Dirty Science crew. They was doing their thing. They was getting some
Why
airplay.
was it called Dirty Science?
I don't need, like, it was just at that time, you know, I was young. I was just trying to fall in line. But Dirty Science was like, remember, you know, niggas used to like spit science.
Right.
So, but it was dirty. So it was Dirty Science. You know what I'm saying? And then, like my man, Dominican Cat. Shout out to Will. He was green card. He was a green card. Deonde. Shout out to Deonde. He was damn. What's Deonde's name? I'm sorry, man. His name escapes me, but you know Deonde. Yes, Dopeville Deonde. Shout out to Dopeville. Shout out Dopeville. Yeah, that nigga was the rapper. He was the key rapper. Yeah, he was a rapper. That nigga was dying. He was dying. He used to spit. That nigga was spit. He was spitting.
So you were in the group, and then what led you to go solo, or did you join any groups after this? Or?
After that, man, you know what? After that, I didn't do any music.
Okay, so you took a little break.
I took a break. I did sports.
Okay.
And after that, I did sports. Yeah. So like after that whole thing disbanded. I just did sports, man. I was like, let me just do sports and education, and I just tried to do me until for some time. Until I got into some, you know, relationships, which inspired me to write again, which we all know that'll inspire anybody to write. You know what I'm saying? So after that, when I started getting into some serious relationships, I'm like, you know what? I need to put this down on paper and share this, and that's how this whole thing began. Yeah, and my travels, my relationships. My ups and downs, just life experience, a whole ton of life experiences. Yeah, I was like, okay, I can't keep this to myself, and that's what happened. That's what had happened.
Well, at the time, were you just singing in English?
Yeah.
Spanish?
It was English, so I'm glad you said that. Yeah, because everything was English, man. But everything was English, right? I was doing a whole lot of English soul, R&B music, right? And then I took a trip. I was like, you know what? I need to go visit my parents' country. So I went to Cuba. This was a couple of years ago. I mean, a couple of years ago, and I kept going. You know what I'm saying? I went to Cuba.
So
1 year.
your first time going to Cuba was...
Damn, I can't. It had to be like 2000. I want to say 2014. Yeah, after 9/11, heavy. Yeah, it had to be like 13, maybe 13. But that was and then I went to Colombia the same year. So I went to Cuba. Let's say so. I went to Cuba in the spring, and then I went to Colombia in the summer.
And that was your first time traveling?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to Colombia as a kid, like as a youth. Like my mother, when I was born, my mother took me to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? Like from when I was 6 months old. It doesn't count. But the funny thing about it, when I get back to Colombia, people are like, oh, I haven't seen you since you were 6 months old. Right. So it counts to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know, I didn't remember nothing, but they clearly remembered me from I was 6 months old, you know what I'm saying? So they're like, you was here when you was 6 months, you was just a baby, last time I saw you, I'll come back as a grown-ass man. So evidently, it was proof that I was there. So, like I said, I went to Cuba, then I went to Colombia, all in the same year. And then I did it again, and I did it again, and I did it again. So I was doing it again and again, and after that I was like, man, and I was just inspired.
Now at home, growing up, did you speak like English or more
Yeah.
Spanish?
So the thing is, I tell people all the time, my mother doesn't speak English. I've never spoken English to my mother. So I tell this to people all the time, like my mother doesn't speak English, and I never spoken English to my mother. I've never spoken an English word to my mother because it's just, I never have. You know what I'm saying? Because I know she doesn't speak English, and I don't even dare to speak English to my mother because I know she doesn't. No, because she doesn't understand. To me, my mother doesn't understand English, so I've never spoken English to my mother.
What about your father?
My father speaks English. So I have spoken. Siempre es, yes, sí. Mami, esto, ella, esto, ya.
So when you grew up, did you think in English or in Spanish?
So I
ever have any effect, like, on the music?
I try to explain this to people all the time. Like I speak think it's I would like to think. Okay, so you think about it. I'm in a Spanish womb, right? My mother doesn't speak English. I'm in the womb. All I hear is Spanish. I'm born. I hear Spanish more. But as I'm growing up, I'm learning both languages at the same time. So yeah, so it's just both. So I'm getting both at the same time. So as soon as I venture out, I'm hearing English, but when I get home, it's Spanish. Because my mother doesn't speak to me in English, because she can't.
But what I'm trying to get to is as far as your creative process.
Yeah.
So like, did that be like when you were writing a song, would you be writing English and you were like, oh, I want to say something?
Yeah, I have, and I've had like if I can use a Spanish word that rhymes with an English word, I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can always retrieve, like I can reach for a Spanish word when I need it. And then when it comes to now that I've been writing in Spanish, so yeah, it's just like it's natural. And then of course, I have to, if I have to call my brother, I will, to like, yo, hermano, dígame algo, tell me something, like, how's it, dichos, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I say this? And it'll help me out too. So, but yeah, man, it just, when it comes to the creative process, there's no, when it comes to creative process, there's no rules. Right. There's no limits, there's no rules. Right. So it's whatever. Yeah, yo, shout out to Choke Him Down. Choke Keep Down. You know Choke Him Down. Choke Him Down. Yeah. right. Shout out to Choke Him Down. Yeah, they know that, right? And they like Choke Him Down is a group that they've nominated. They Grammy nominated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them because they're from like that part of, they're from Choco. They put Choco on the map. And then people don't know about Choco. Choco is on the Pacific coast.
Colombians always knew about Choco, but like internationally, they didn't know about Choco.
Let's be clear. Choco is a place, and I tell people, like, it's real easy to understand. Choco sounds like chocolate, and that's where, because why? Because that's where all the black people in Colombia live. You know what I'm saying? And I need to explain that to people all the time. Choco, and just Colombia alone is like the second blackest place Brazil is number one. Colombia is number two or number three in the blackest, place in South America. You know what I'm saying? So people don't know. Like, every time I tell people I'm Colombian, and when I tell people I'm from Colombia, like, damn, you don't look Colombian, but they don't know that Colombia is like super black. You know what I'm saying?
I had to explain that to a lot of my friends here, because in Colombia I got a lot of black friends and stuff like that. And then when I came here, I showed pictures with me and my friends, and people were like, what the fuck? It's like it's normal and stuff.
Yeah, it's normal.
I'm like, Grupo Nietzsche, y'all know what the hell?
They don't know.
what that is,
no.
Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Right. So it was like, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? They paved the way. I met them some years ago before, as it was climbing, and now they kind of blew it. I met them before the Grammy nominations. You know what I'm saying? And now they Grammy nominated. I seen them again when I went. Like I said, my first trip to Colombia, I ran into them in a hotel randomly, and it was just on a random tip, like, yo, what's up? But yeah, I was there for a while. Cuba is dope, man. Everybody's dope. Cuba is crazy. Everybody got talent in Cuba. Everybody's dope. In Cuba, everybody got talent. Everybody can sing. Everybody can freaking play something. Everybody can do everything in Cuba. It's not a shortage of talent in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? And when I got there, I didn't say nothing. I just soaked it up. I didn't say a damn thing. I just soaked it up. But the people I was with, my entourage, as you could say, like, they were like, yo, he's a American artist, he's Cuban. So they wanted me, you know, so they felt like they wanted me to, like, solidify their craft. to put a stamp on their craft. Like, nah, like I want y'all to put a stamp on my craft. You know what I'm saying? So, but they were dope, man. Everybody I met, like shout out to Chamo, shout out to the cats that I work with, my nephew, Exclusivo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my like they dope, man. They know music, you know what I'm saying, without me. But when I got there, they wanted me on their tracks. And I'm like, I want to be on your tracks. But anyway, dope.
So, so fast forward and stuff, you doing R&B and stuff. You did reggaeton.
I'm no doing reggaeton.
Reggaeton come across.
Yo, because
how did you fall across the genre?
it was easy because, like I was saying, I was just singing. I've been singing. That's good. That's good. I was singing, and it was like, yo, but they had reggaeton, and then they had kisamba. I don't know if you heard kisomba. Yeah, kisomba is like, the thing about kisomba, yeah, exactly. Kisomba is Portuguese, African. But in Cuba, when I got there, it was popping. So they was doing kisomba. And I was like, and kisomba is a smooth ass genre of music. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I can sing to this. It's not hard at all. I can sing. And so kisomba, reggaeton, soul, they love soul. Like they have their own, they dedicate a day to soul in Guantanamo. You know what I'm saying? On Sunday nights, there's a spot in Guantanamo where they have soul night. And they play all black music. I met the cats down there and they was like, yo, our dream was to meet Don Cornelius. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to meet Don Cornelius. Yeah, Soul Train. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to meet Don Cornelius. So they play all black American soul at this one place in Guantanamo on Sunday nights. And everybody goes there on Sunday nights. Like the old and young. It's crazy because old and young people go to this one club on Sunday nights to listen to soul music. And it's like, and then when I met the DJ, like, yo, our dream was to meet Don Cornelius out of all people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he was the dude.
Yeah,
he was the dude. So I'm saying, like, there was no difference. Right. You know what I'm saying, between soul, reggaeton. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no difference. So when it came to singing, it's just a different track. You know what I'm saying? It's just different sound. It's just different instrumental. Right. I've been singing the same stuff.
How was reggaeton introduced to you?
Reggaeton was introduced to me. I've always heard reggaeton. You know what's funny? Probably from no, you know what I got introduced to reggaeton? Maybe from what's his name? From Nori.
Oh wow!
shout out to Noriega, yes, Noriega. Right. Noriega, he like when
that's our podcast cousin.
Yeah, shout out to Noriega, yo. Shout out to Noriega. Like when he was because I could feel his story. Like, you know what I'm saying, like he was doing hip hop, but he had Latin roots. You know what I'm saying? He's Puerto Rican. I think he's Puerto Rican. Like he's Latino, but. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, niggas don't understand. Like, half these niggas that you've seen for all the life, they have some Latin roots. Right. You know what I'm saying? When Capone Noriega came out, nobody knew Noriega was Latino.
You kind of did because of the words that he used and stuff. Because I was like, when I first saw him, I was like, hold on, he's saying words in Spanish.
Right.
Because I always listen to artists that use. I'm like, nah, he's using certain words.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but when you think back to that time when CNN came out and started using certain words, so it's like you'd always have like artists. They always gave a shout out to Mexicans, Cubans, whatever, and things like that. But they didn't say words in Spanish in the song. Nor he actually rapped Spanish words
in his lyrics.
And things like that.
And like even like with Fat Joe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big Pun. Shout out to Big Pun. Big Pun lived to give you some more history on me and like my whole. Big Pun lived on the next block from where he lived. Like he lived literally a block from me. You know what I'm saying? Like literally lives on a block from me. Like, and then his crew, like all them. Who that? Yeah, all no, well, yeah, he ain't lived a block from me, but yeah, all them niggas, I knew niggas that knew niggas that knew niggas that knew them. You know what I'm saying? It's a small circle, like the Bronx is small. Joey Crack, yeah, of course. Fat Joe, like shout out to Fat Joe. Yeah, Fat Joe, yeah, Joe Cartagena. Yeah, Joe Cartagena. And then he drops the album Joe Cartagena.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody was like Cartagena.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Remember that? Yeah, but no, it was Cartagena. Remember Joe Cartagena? So yeah, it was so like
I think
all
his
that.
name is Cartagena,
Yo, so nevertheless, the shit was just that prevalent. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like we black, Latino, whatever the case may be, we was all loving music and we was doing music and we was doing what we felt was good. We was doing music that felt good to us. And then like when you do music that feels good to you, you do what you have. You do music that you grew up listening to, and you do music that's popping at the time, and then you mix it all to make something marvelous. His last name is Cartagena?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's Cartagena because
Yeah.
Cartagena originally is a city in Spain.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because like, yeah, no, because like I'm gonna tell you real rap. Like my family name is Hurtado. That's my family name. Hurtado. Hurtado.
Okay.
But when I was in school studying Hurtado, and because I took a course on Latin American history. I was a history major. So when I was looking through these books, Hurtado was a Spanish name. They were freaking slave owners. Shit makes sense now. You know what I'm saying? Like we black, but we Hurtado. But the name Hurtado came from Spain. They were Spanish slave owners. So it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it only makes friggin' sense.
Yeah, but and then now you linked up with Latin Awesome Entertainment.
Latin
How
Awesome.
did this whole connection come across?
How did that come about? That came about because I was one of the producers that I know. Shout out to Mackenzie, Ernesto Panamanian cat. I was doing music with. It's all Latin. It's all Latin. Yeah. So he was I was recording some music and one of my producers spot. He's like, yo, I know this guy. He's starting this la 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 la. And I was like, all right, whatever. And he just connected us. It was just simple.
We actually are connected to the same cat.
Yeah? Ernest? Who?
No, John.
Yeah. J-Rock, yeah. So J-Rock.
First got started.
Yeah, J-Rock. I was introduced to Latin All Stars through like I said, through one of my producers, a Panamanian cat. I was recording at his crib, just minding my own business. Actually, I was working on a project. This is how it really started. I was working on a project for Colombia because I was going to Colombia to teach English. I was going to Chocó. Shout out to Chocó once again. Mi gente, te quiero muchísimo. El Chocó, te quiero, Chocó. And so Chocó, I was on my way to Chocó to teach English to kids. You know what I'm saying? And on my way to Chocó, I was like, you know what?
They say Chocó got the most happiest people in Colombia.
Yo, I love Chocó. If I could stay in Chocó for 6 months, I would not miss anything. Right. If I could stay in Chocó for half the year, I wouldn't miss a thing, man. Like Chocó is lovely. I went to Chocó. I fell in love. I fell in love with Chocó twice, literally twice. And so I was on my way to Chocó to teach English, and just to give back because my family, like I said, my mother's from Chocó. My shout out to my uncle Juan. He passed away. He was an educator. My family, I got a family full of educators. So I was like, you know what? To give back, I'm gonna go to Chocó and teach English. And so when I was going to Chocó, I was like, I want a song. I need a song. I want to go to Chocó. I wanna shoot a video when I'm there. I just wanna do stuff. I wanna inspire kids when I get to Chocó. So I recorded a song before I got there, and was Believe It, Achieve It, Together We Can Do It. That was the track. That was the chorus. Believe it, achieve it together, we can do it. So when I recorded that, I recorded a song with my producer Ernesto. We recorded it, and then I took it with me to go to shoot the video. And then Ernesto shot, he knew the Latin All Stars. Shout out to John, and then he connected us. That was history. Simple.
So then now throughout this whole story, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say has been some of your greatest accomplishments, that you've done as a music? Wow, stuff this been something big compared to when you first started and stuff like that.
The biggest, let me say this.
Or the biggest, most inspirational moment.
Okay, the biggest inspiration moment, I'm gonna tell you. I'm glad you asked me that question. The biggest inspiration moment was Bésame. Bésame. Shout out to my peoples. A song I have called Bésame.
Is it available?
Is on. Look, go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube. Put Bésame, Gabbedon, whatever. Gabbedon, Bésame.
They gotta know.
Gabbedon, Gabbedon. Gabbedon. Whatever you want to say, Bésame. But Bésame was a song that I recorded in Guantanamo. And then I shot a video in Guantanamo, same song. And it was just a great, everything was organic, you know what I'm saying? I recorded the song in Guantanamo. I shot the video in Guantanamo. I shot it in the beach. Everything was dope. But the thing was, you understand, I want to say this on, hopefully, I want people.
It means a lot to you.
It means so much more. So let me explain this, because I wanted to share this with some people. So you understand that, okay, at the time I shot this, Cuba doesn't have internet, right? Remember that. At the time that I'm shooting this, Cuba doesn't have any internet, period, right? It's just, they don't have internet accessibility. They don't have any internet. It's going back to the 90s. It's going back to the 90s. Yeah, they're going back to the 90s. So I shoot the video, and then I shoot the video. I bring it back to the United States. I have my people edit it and upload it to YouTube. So all these people in the video, I'm shooting while I'm in the streets of Guantanamo.
How did the people accept you filming?
Oh, they love it. They don't. The thing is, in Cuba, they want me to film it because they know they don't have internet accessibility like we have here.
Right.
So they're like, yes, record. They want us to please, do whatever you want to do, so that the world can see. The world can see. They want the world to see, because they can't personally see. You know what I'm saying? So I shoot this video, and then and the funny thing about it, the crazy thing about it, I shoot the video. People in the video haven't even seen the video.
Oh wow.
They haven't even seen the video, because YouTube, they don't have YouTube accessibility in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? So I shoot the video, and then I upload it to YouTube, and then the people, everybody in the video hasn't even seen the video. The people who singing the song haven't even seen the video. You know what I'm saying? They haven't even seen the video. So, but so my nephew, and they texting me, they through WhatsApp, they yo, what's up with the? They haven't even seen the video for themselves. So I'm promoting the video from here, from my side. It's yo, people look at this video, because the people, they can't even see the video themselves. They can't even enjoy it. The people who produced the song, because the guy who produced the song, shout out to, his name is Bryson. Bryce, he's from Guantanamo. His name is Bryson. Lester.
Everybody involved with the song, video, they're all in Cuba.
All over there, Cuban, straight Cuban.
It's a dope video.
It's dope. I recorded the song on a whim, in the night, and in my video you see clips of me recording it, because I was just in the.
Who directed the video?
Shout out to the Colombian kids. The Colombian kids.
So they flew with you to Cuba?
They came with me. The Colombian kids came with me to Cuba. We shot the video on a real, on some.
How many days were you over there for?
Man, I was there for 10 days. Maybe 15 days.
When you were there, did they have
Paquete.
So like you were saying, they didn't have internet.
Right.
So what they had is a thing called paquete de video.
Oh, it's like a USB card?
Yeah, it was like a USB card that they would circulate all this information from America, like video,
Yeah.
news, shows,
Yeah.
everything.
All on
It was
the
like
USB
this
card and
network.
stuff,
Everything was on the USB.
That's how it was circulated.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's exactly. Yep. Yep. No, that's it. Everything was on the USB. And because I told myself when I went back, I was gonna put everything on the USB for it to circulate. But but things are changing as we speak. So now they get they have more. I remember when my first year when I got there, I remember seeing a line wrapped around a corner because that's when it was gonna first people can get internet on their phones. There was this is like 3 years ago. There was a line wrapped around a corner because like I was like, what's going on? Oh, people want to get internet on their cell phones. So they just got internet on their cell phones. You know what I'm saying? And now and it's moving fast because like even now my nephew is posting on Instagram.
I think I mentioned it a few times on the show, man. Just like if you were opening up, like you said earlier, that there's so much talent there. I just think it's going to be an explosion.
Yeah.
You know, because the world doesn't really know.
And I'm trying to tell them that. But you understand, like they have been. Think about being locked up for 30 years. That's their mentality. They've been locked up for 30, 40 years. So they're not thinking about. They can't think broader than we think. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been locked up for that long. They haven't been exposed. So it was like they just know what they know, and that's it. So all they know is what they know.
Right. What do you think? I think since our last episode, they got the dry foot thing now, right?
Wet foot dry hand
or something.
Bill Clinton did that.
Yeah. But now you come from Cuba, it don't
just like
matter.
everybody else.
That's
Just like
crazy.
everybody else.
El Hugo.
So yeah, man. So it's crazy. I wish I could have shared this with people at the time. Like I wanted people to view the video because they can't. So even with the video that I shot with them, they themselves could not have seen the video, and it was so like it was crazy. Like it was unfair. I looked at it as unfair because like they in the video and they singing in the video, but they can't even see their own video.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they WhatsApp me like, yo, what's the deal with the video?
Right.
They can't see it themselves because YouTube is not that available. YouTube is not available to them yet.
Right. That's wild, man. Yeah. So you did the video over there for Besame. Was it just one video you recorded?
I did Besame and I did another song called Havana.
And you filmed both of them in Guantanamo?
No, one in Guantanamo, one in Havana.
Okay.
Yeah, I shot in 2 different cities. And shout out to Guantanamo because people think Guantanamo is just a base.
I've only been to Havana. I've never been to Guantanamo.
Yeah. So
how far is Guantanamo?
Oof. Havana's in the north, and Guantanamo's all the way in the south.
So
Cuba's a big island.
Cuba's the biggest country in
the Caribbean, yeah.
So I've taken a bus. I took the bus from Havana to Guantanamo.
15 hours?
Maybe 15, 16,
Wow.
17 hours.
Oh,
Hours.
Wow. So casi todo el día.
Yeah, all day. All day.
I think it's longer than the state of Miami. Yeah.
State of Miami.
State of Miami.
You've been watching the U.
State of Miami.
You've been watching the U. That's what they call it.
The state of Florida. Shout out to Miami.
U.
Shout out to 305.
30, the U.
Shout out to the 305.
30. The state of Florida.
The state of Florida. Yeah. No, it's way bigger. Yeah, no. Cuba's super big.
And as far as people, can you tell, like, being in Guantanamo and being in Havana, like, are people different, like mentality?
Yeah, Guantanamo, you know, they call
Like
it.
the capital and stuff.
No, Havana's the capital.
Yeah, Havana,
no,
yeah, but
it's
you know,
comparing
Camasinos.
here to
So Guajiro.
Guajiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they clown them. They Havana people will clown Guantanameros, but it's all, you know, whatever.
Now, like, you've been to Cartagena, right?
Yeah.
Is Cartagena similar? Is there parts there similar to
So
Cuba?
Cartagena is, to me, is Havana.
Wow,
You
okay.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cobblestones, but
Like the
Car-
market.
Well, Havana
yeah,
Vieja, Havana
you know,
Vieja.
yeah, Havana Vieja. But yeah, Havana Vieja, and then también Cartagena is Puerto Rico, for real.
Okay.
Well, Cartagena is Puerto Rico to me. But yeah, Cartagena is it's tourist. It's
Right,
touristy.
right.
You know what I'm saying? With the forts and all that stuff.
So I've been watching the Celia
Yeah.
series and
Yeah?
stuff on Netflix
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
that they filmed it in Cartagena.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't filming in Cuba.
I'm not sure. I
Now,
know they
hold it.
filmed in Puerto Rico and they filmed in Cartagena.
Because it's similar, it's super
Right.
similar.
Okay.
Cartagena and Havana Vieja is real, super similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were there, did you hear a lot of the Cubaton, like the Cuban reggaeton over there?
In Cuba, yeah. So let me tell you the difference between reggaeton and Cuba reggaeton. The difference between like Cuba reggaeton is live instrumentation. So Cuban reggaeton, like these fools are playing live instruments. You know what I'm saying? They're playing the trumpet, hence me buying a trumpet. They're playing the trombone. They're playing. It's live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not like remember, cause when reggaeton in Puerto Rico popped off.
Not a drum machine. none
It
of that
was
shit.
tracks, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
they were sampling.
They was
They were
doing this.
sampling
They
and
was
stuff.
doing like digital,
Yeah.
but like Cuban reggaeton, they didn't have that. They didn't have that digital
Right,
era.
right.
They was doing it live music, like
Okay,
with live
okay.
instrumentation. So, reggaeton in Cuba is live instrumentation, and like in Cuba, like I said, like in Cuba, everybody is skilled
Right. So
in
they
something.
didn't sample it. They
It's-
heard it and
They
live
played it.
and stuff.
And like you can
Okay.
tell, like in Cuba, everybody is skilled.
Right.
Everybody is on a skilled track. Like
Right.
like education,
Right.
everybody has to go. You know, Cuba is like
They're super educated.
educated.
Like-
Everybody has to go to
Yeah.
school. Everybody has
Right,
to learn a craft.
Right, right.
So whether it's music, whether it's medicine, whatever it is, you have to learn something.
Right.
Shout out to the mechanics in Cuba too.
Shout out to the mechanics in Cuba that keeps the 1959 cars keep pumping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Shout out to the
saying?
mechanics.
Shout out to the mechanics. So yeah, but no, you're right because everybody is skilled
Yeah,
in
yeah, they always got skill and stuff.
in a craft.
Right.
So there's hella musicians in
Right.
Cuba.
It's like jail. They're all skilled in
Yeah,
something.
when I went, I saw the name of the group was Eddie K, but now I think they go by Los Cuatro because Eddie K is in Miami now.
Los Cuatro.
Los Cuatro, but they used to be called Eddie K because their lead singer was Eduardo Najera, I think his name was. He's in Miami now.
Play Los Cuatros. That's my joint right there.
But yeah, man, no, like I'm happy to see like what's this guy's name? The one that made the song with Mark Anthony. Eso Gente de Zona. Like that's huge, man. And I think for
Shout out to
music
Gente de
it's
Zona.
great, man, because it's like it's gonna open the door for other Cuban artists to go out.
Look,
you know,
you got from the time I've been traveling to Cuba, you got Gente de Zona. You got that song right there. That's the song. Yeah. You got Gente de Zona. You got
They're from Cuba?
yeah.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like,
But you hear
I feel like it's like a salsa.
They got a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
salsa.
timba.
timba. They call it timba. They call it
Timba,
timba.
it's
They
timba.
call it timba. But you hear live. You hear that live instrumentation. Nothing is sampled. Nothing is digital.
Okay.
Everything is live. You know what I'm saying? Because they got live. They have musicians that will come into the studio
Right.
and play.
It's kind of like how the Beastie Boys used to do, man. Beastie Boys use live instruments.
You got what's the damn? The Gente de Zona. You got Gente de Zona. You got the other guy. Damn, I'm sorry, his name escapes me. But he had that song called El Malecón.
Jacob Forever.
Jacob Forever, right? Jacob
I think
Forever.
it's a El Malecón, yeah.
El Malecón. He was part of Gente de Zona.
Yeah.
So all of that, all them fools like they been blown.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's great, man. It's good for music in general, you know, because it's gonna I think it's gonna influence music.
And then there's another cat named Chocolate. Shout out to Chocolate. This cat named Chocolate. He's a big artist in Cuba too. Right. Chocolate. Finally some Negroes, but you know what I'm saying, like, but he's big too. He got locked up. He's like the 50 Cent of Cuba. You know what I'm saying? Like he's locked up.
How's the hip hop scene? Because I know Cuba has been known for the hip hop scene.
Yeah, like when I
see that hard over
there.
when
you if you walk the streets the way you dress like that,
right,
people they're gonna address you. The hip hop community is gonna address you. Okay. So as I was walking the streets, my hat back, chilling. Right. These cats like, yo, we got this hip hop show coming up tonight. Yada. You got dread niggas. You got niggas out there like I meant dreads. I meant rosters. Right. I meant all types of genres. The hairstyles, but
that was crazy because I seen the rosters.
Yeah, you saw the roster on my IG. Yeah, my IG. But not just hairstyles, but they all different genres of music. You know what I'm saying? My IG, Gabbedon, Gabbedon. Love Hall. But I mean, whatever. Just Gabbedon. So, I met all type of genres in Cuba because they just love music. It's just an island full of musicians. Right. It's an island full of creative people. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Talking about Cuban hip hop, I don't know if you ever heard about that report that the CIA used the Cuban group to try to infiltrate.
Yo.
Shout out to los Dianos.
Yo, I got a Cuban. I got them on my USB drive too.
You took a paquete home, man.
Yeah, paquete.
There's a dope hip hop group, Gusano. They're not called Gusano, but they got a song called Gusano. I don't know the group name, but yeah, they dope, man. There's a lot of dope music coming out of Cuba, man. Like they just talented people.
So as far as like current music that you are working on, matter of fact, I am one of the people that downloaded your Contigo.
Okay.
I got it here on my phone here. So just what other projects or what are you working on as far as maybe an EP or an LP or what's going on?
I'm glad you asked that because we try to figure this out.
Wait. Hold on. Before you get to that, we're gonna get to that into part 2 of our segment where we are coming up to our time and stuff.
Okay.
So I want you to hold that. Right now, y'all listening. Make sure you subscribe. And if you already subscribed, don't forget to drop the comments, rate and review. Follow us on Instagram at MicroCnda Podcast, SoundCloud at MicroCnda Podcast, Facebook at MicroCnda Podcast. And also, this show was sponsored and recorded at the Green Room Smoke Shop, mixed by M.A. Engineer. The Green Room Smoke Shop, the #1 place in DC for pipes, bombs, papers, vapes,
incense. Not incense. We're not selling your brother or sister here. You can't come here and fuck a family member. Incense. There you go.
And all your blazing needs and things like that. This is the MicroCnda Podcast. Make sure you tune in. Next episode, it will be part 2.
Desde el momento que te vi, te quería cerca de mí y no quería soltarte, pero no sabía qué decir. Mami, yo quiero estar contigo, contigo, contigo. Yo quiero estar contigo, 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 yo quiero estar contigo. Yo solo quiero compartir y quiero verte sonreír. Caminar de la mano, baby, just you and me. Maravillosa, eres preciosa. Dame un minuto para decirte cosas, cosas como me gusta. Es que nunca te vi, te quería cerca de mí y no quería soltarte, pero no sabía qué decir. Yo quiero estar contigo, contigo, contigo. Yo quiero estar contigo, 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 contigo. Yo quiero estar contigo. No quiero ser prudente, no solo conocerte, pasando toda la noche, bailando lentamente, yeah. Maravillosa, eres preciosa, dame un minuto para decirte cosas. Me gusta, es que nunca vi a alguien como tú en mi vida, chulita, qué rica, te quiero a mi lado, nena linda. Te doy todo que tengo, si me regalas poco tiempo, tiempo de pasión, vamos a gozar, yo te prometo. Este momento que te vi, te quería cerca de mí y no quería soltarte, pero no sabía qué decir.